People, we're back, yeah, with the match preview for Arsenal versus Bournemouth, kicking off at 12:30 on the Saturday. We're not the first game because there is a Friday game, but we are the first game of Saturday. So immediately, one of the things that I see happening is if we can get the win, that will put some pressure onto Man City because Man City are playing Wolves, and don't get me wrong, I know Wolves have a few injuries, but Wolves are a good side. And Wolves are definitely a team that if you go into the game overthinking too much, maybe you're a bit on edge because Arsenal have got another W and you're thinking, we really wanted them to, drop some points here. They can really get at you. So yeah, I do think there is a benefit of us playing before Man City this weekend. And at least we don't have to worry about, Man City completely battering Wolves and then us having to play after and kind of match that, because then it will put us into a scenario where potentially we overthink and maybe we do a bit too much and just don't play our game and drop points. So yeah, definitely benefits with us playing first. But I do expect to win. I expect us to win this game. No disrespect to Bournemouth, they are a very good side. They play very good football. I have liked what I've seen from them this season, and they do have some good players. I mean, one player that I'm seeing as a bit of a threat is Justin Kluivert. He looks really dynamic, man. He looks like he's offering a lot, and I mean, we all know who his father is, and I hope one day he can reach them levels because I was a big fan of Patrick Kluivert. I can't even lie. He was one of my favorite footballers many moons ago. Um, and from what I understand, I think Semenyo may be out, which is a big win for Arsenal because he's a really good player for them, real good leader. Really takes the game by the scruff of the neck. And truth be told, at this moment in time, I think all the teams that we have left to play, we are going to need a bit of luck in the sense of maybe this person's missing, or maybe this person has a bad game, or maybe this person uh, just isn't up for it. So yeah, uh, I think in regards to Arsenal, we're seeing a few players really come into form. To be honest, especially two to note, Martin Odegaard and Kai Havertz. They over the last 4-5 games, they really made an impact. We've had a really good April, and obviously, Saka, who's I guess you could say our our star player. You look at Arsenal and you think who's really gonna pull it out of the bag. You look at Saka, right? And obviously coming off of the back of getting an assist and a goal against Tottenham in the derby, I think that's going to give him a lot of confidence going into this game. And it would be great to just see Saka be, that guy for the last 3 games. It would be perfect just to see Saka be that guy in the last 3 games because to a degree, if he wants to be that player for Arsenal, this is when you show it, right? This is the perfect game to show it. And I think even considering the Tottenham game, so I think the Tottenham game was our hardest game of our remaining fixtures in terms of mentality wise, because we had to show not only to all the fans and all the other teams and all the other fans, and just everyone that we can go there and get a result. We had to show ourselves, right? It definitely built belief. There's definitely belief in the squad now. Like they definitely could look at what they did in that game and go, okay, we really are up for it. We really are here for the battle. But in terms of actual the football inside of it, I think Bournemouth is our hardest game remaining. Like as I said before, just the way that they play football, like they play ball, like Iriola, you can kind of say he's from the same sort of school as Arteta, play that same type of football, so he understands it, right? And if anyone can kind of analyze what we're doing and what we could potentially do and build counter plans for that, I definitely think it is Iriola. Um, they know each other really well, so I don't think that Arteta will be able to surprise Iriola too much. But obviously we just have to wait and see. And obviously we pretty much got our full squad. Everybody's here, so I am expecting to see at least on the bench Timber, which is only a benefit to us, right? Because even if he comes on and gets, I don't know, 30, 25 minutes, that's still enough time for him to create impact. And he's kind of like a wild card. He's someone that I don't think any of the remaining teams we have left to play really know how to tackle him. Maybe Ten Hag, because he used to manage him, but we all know about Ten Hag, right? Like his head's gone. Like he's somewhere in space. Like some of the stuff that he says is just absolutely at this point moronic, in it. So, and just in terms of Bournemouth is a game that I like. I really like when we play Bournemouth. I feel like over the years we've had some really good games. We haven't lost to them in the last 5. It's been 4 wins, 1 draw, and obviously I was at the game last season when Nelson got that last second winner, and oh my god, it was one of, if not the most, like, I can't explain it. The feeling, like the joy, was just too immense. Like it was absolutely immense. Like the feeling that I had when that goal went, especially the way the game was going. Like from what I remember, we was kind of against it for the majority of the game, and then we somehow found the grit to come back and make it 2-2, and then we just pulled it out the bag from a set piece, actually. And uh, everybody liked set pieces until Arsenal became the best at set pieces, and now nobody likes set pieces, and apparently we're Stoke, and it's just really funny to see. So yeah, I do think I will be looking at set pieces in this game as well. I do think that is where we thrive, and I am liking the partnership that I'm seeing between Declan Rice and Partey, which I think will give us a very good foundation to dominate this game. Defensively, we are solid, very solid at the moment. So, I mean, aside from the Raya mistake and then the Declan Rice mistake in the last game, we probably should have had a clean sheet in that game as well. So I go into this game at home feeling like we can get a clean sheet. And it would be great if we could get this clean sheet in this game, because then that would mean Raya wins the Golden Glove, which would be amazing for him. Because despite all the criticism that he's got throughout the season and a lot of the, like, I don't know, a lot of excuses like people make up as to why he's got so many clean sheets, I just think it will be good for him, right? And regardless of what happens this season, I feel like that back 5 can feel like, okay, we can push on next season. Like we can go the next level next season. Next season, we can truly aim to have like one of those iconic seasons, like the Chelsea one where they only conceded 14 goals. I definitely feel like this back 5 is a back 5 that could aim to break that record. And that should be their ambition, right? As a defensive unit, that should be your ambition. So in terms of like a lineup, this is what I'd probably go. I'd go Raya in goal. If I could start him, I would. So I'm just going to say it. Timber on the left. Obviously Gabriel and Saliba, dynamic duo. On the right, Ben White. It's only right. There is no one else. And he's actually someone who I'm just expecting to just have another amazing game. He's been one of the most consistent, if not the most consistent player since coming back from the break in December. I think it was December. In the midfield, obviously, Rice, Partey, Ødegaard. there's no reason to play any other midfield three at this moment in time. Last 3 games, just go with what's the best lineup, right? The best combination. Um, and I don't think that they'll be able to combat that midfield. That's a strong midfield. I don't think their midfield can really do anything against that. And then obviously I would go Saka on the right, I would go Trossard on the left, and I would go with Kai Havertz up top. Funnily enough, I have seen some training videos and pictures, and it seems like Martinelli's gone back to hand tape Martinelli, and we all know that hand tape Martinelli is a very dangerous Martinelli. So let's see. If Martinelli starts, I wouldn't be too upset about it. At this point, either or on the left is fine by me, because we'll pretty much play the same way. It's just one offers, I guess, more of a technical kind of outlet, and the other just offers more like physical speed, getting behind, run at defenders type of player, right? So I am predicting the W. I don't think it will be a high scoring game. I think it is going to be a tough game. And I think I'm going to go with 2-0. I think 2-0 is a fair result. I think that's probably likely. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. Those were some of my thoughts on this upcoming game. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Any thoughts that you have on the game? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you see potentially an upset? Which I wouldn't rule out, because like I said, Bournemouth are a really good side. But yeah, just remember to like the video. You know, it's appreciated. And if you could subscribe, that would be perfect, because we're trying to grow. And yeah, I'll catch you next time.